Why can't I find the Nintendo Switch?
So here's the deal. All right, I've been looking for a Nintendo Switch. Before it came out, I didn't know a whole lot about it. I actually didn't really know about it until I stumbled upon it. I mean, I knew about it, but I was like, it's another Nintendo product. It's probably geared for kids. Not that it isn't, it kind of still is. But yeah, so I found out about it about a week ago. I'm like, all right, I'm getting pumped. So release date. For whatever reason, I didn't realize I didn't pre-order the Switch. I didn't pre-order the Switch. So I didn't think that was going to be that big of a deal. I'm like, okay, so day one, I won't be able to get it, but, I'm sure probably not a whole lot of people pre-order these because, it's like the beginning of March. It's not like it's a holiday or anything. So I figured, Nintendo's good usually about their stock and making sure that stores have units, but I was wrong. I was so very wrong. So now I'm on the hunt to find my very own Nintendo Switch, and it's been way harder than I would have imagined. So after realizing that I had royally screwed up, I started my search online. And the first place I went to, because everybody was saying, your best chance is probably going to be at either like a Target. Best Buy is probably going to be sold out. So first thing I did was I went to Target on their online store. So I'm over here looking at Target and out of stock. Every place is out of stock. All right. Now, if you can see the date down there, it's about 4 days after launch. So it's still early. So I figured, hey, let me go to Best Buy. They're sold out as well. Walmart, out of stock. I even went to Toys R Us. Yes, I broke down and went to a children's store. Out of stock. They may actually be legitimately sold out of the Nintendo Switch. Alright, so as we saw, they're out of stock online, like everywhere. So there is one other thing we could do. Now, I can call some of the local stores and see if they have any of the Nintendo Switches in stock. But this can be tricky, alright? You have to talk to the right person because sometimes they'll say, oh, we can't let the customers know over the phone whether or not we have any in stock. You're going to have to come to the store in person. So what we need to do is try to get a hold of the right person.
Thanks for calling. The Jeffersontown Target store.
Electronics, can I help you with something?
Hi, I was calling to see if you had the Nintendo Switch in stock.
I do not.
Okay, do you know when you might be getting that in?
I don't have any clue. We never know until the truck gets here.
Okay, well, thank you for your help.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Yeah, I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say he was not the right guy. Now we're gonna try to call Walmart. Well, maybe nobody's gonna answer.
The associates at the electronics department are busy with other customers. If you'd like to redial, press 1. To speak to customer service, press 2. Thank you for calling Walmart.
Hi, I was trying to get a hold of the electronics department to see if an item was in stock.
Okay, hang on, please.
Alright, well. I'm just going to assume that they didn't have it and that maybe they're just so overwhelmingly busy that nobody can answer a phone. Yeah, so Walmart wasn't much of a help. Alright, so now I'm going to try to call Toys R Us.
Toys R Us, St. Matthews. This is Ryan. How can I help you?
Hi, I was calling to see if you had the Nintendo Switch in stock.
No, sir. Sadly, none this morning. You're right to call this early, but I called a little earlier, and I would recommend continue to call every day.
Okay, so do you guys have any idea of when you might get the next shipment?
No, man. Unfortunately, they give us less than 24 hours notice typically, so we got nothing. We did have a shipment that was small 3 days ago, and then 2 days ago, and that is it so far. So we're still waiting.
Okay, great. Thank you very much.
All right, bud. Good luck. Bye.
Now that guy was one of the right guys. That's the type of guy that you want to talk to. So he gave us a little bit more information. He said to call earlier. Now it's about 10 o'clock right now, so I probably should have called a little bit earlier, but he's the guy that we want to talk to. All right, so now I'm going to try to call Best Buy.
Due to the high demand of the Nintendo Switch console, we are unable to provide in-stock quantity updates over the phone at this time. Please visit BestBuy.com or come into a local Best Buy for more information. For product availability
Well,
or sales, please press.
I guess that answers our question. All right, so that's a no from Best Buy. I guess I'll have to go to the Best Buy store, but I don't think that they'll have any. And I think availability at a store like Best Buy is going to be pretty competitive. So then I think to myself, all right, I'll sell my soul to the devil. I'll go to eBay. I find this listing here, Nintendo Switch Gray console with Zelda and Joy-Con Gray Pro Controller bundle. Okay, so I see the image that they have here, which that's like, I don't know what, let's see, 4, 5, 21. So that's for 21 Nintendo Switches. I mean, I don't know, let's do the math here. Let's see, that's 33,685.9. And we will divide that by, 21. So that's $1,600 a piece. I mean, that's not bad, I suppose. I mean, as far as eBay prices go, that's, I don't think it's right to charge that much, but it's whatever. So then I scroll down here to the actual listing description, and this guy, honest to God, you are buying one Nintendo Switch grade game console, one Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild game, one Joy-Con left and right gray controller. One. For $33,000? That's more than some people put on a down payment on their house. That's more than some people's cars. That's more than a lot of people's cars are worth. For one. This guy is a total scammer. I mean, this is what kind of makes me not like eBay. That's just not okay. You know what? I'm actually going to contact this guy and see what he has to say about it, because that is not okay. Surely this has to be for 21. Even if it is for 21, that's still not okay. $1,600 is not okay. Alright, so when all else fails, what do you do? When you have no other options, what do? You go to Craigslist. So we're over here on Craigslist, and as you can see, I mean, we got basically, you're not going to find one. I mean, there's one for $380, $400. I would say the average price on here is going to be around $420 to $450. So I was scrolling through here, and then it hit me. I realized I opened up one of these, listings, and I'm just going to read for you what the guy has to say. So, there has not been a major Nintendo console that's had a shortage yet. Yes, they might sell out day one for a bit, but no system aside from the NES Classic, which is not even worth $60, has ever been underproduced. Look at how fast the Wii, the Wii U, and the GameCube became the cheapest consoles. You won't have to pay a scalper $500 for one if you just wait a second. Let them sit on them. I guarantee you'll find one elsewhere for MSRP. Alright, that was kind of a mouthful, but that guy has a serious point. As much as it sucks, you might just have to endure it and wait. As much as, and I'm definitely guilty of this, and I'm not saying all millennials are like this, but we're generally impatient. So I might have to wait for one. So basically it comes down to the 3 Ps. Pre-order, patience, or pay the price.